You're after a new microphone? I got you covered. Introducing Elgato's Wave DX dynamic microphone. Now, the Wave DX is a dynamic microphone, so you actually have a XLR cable, which is included, as well as a swivel mount for lots of options here. So with the dynamic mic, you want to be talking into the top of it, and it's very nice because it kills all the sound around it, complete reduction, and only your crystal clear voice. So with this XLR mic, you actually need to put it in the base of it, and it works exactly well with the Wave XLR and any Wave mic arms. I'll be using the low profile microphone stand here to show you how I put it together. So virtually, I'm going to be taking off the swivel mount here, screwing it in, and putting it all back together. Pretty simple, and now it's got a big range of movement for wherever you want to be putting the microphone in your setup. Absolutely easy to do. Now what I'm going to be doing is getting the XLR cable, putting that in the back. Make sure you just squeeze the top button, press it in, easy peasy, and then you can go back to your Wave XLR, plug it straight in the back into the male and female ports, and there you're all good to set up and start creating content. If you do want to check out the Wave DX and any other Elgato product, I will leave a link in the description of the video there. Check it out, people, and let's get into the video. What's up, YouTube? For today's video, we're the full muscular Pokemon team. So out of all the Pokemon there are a lot of Pokemon that do have rather big muscles. I got probably a big list of about 15 to 20, and I put them in the randomizer, and I did a team of 6 with them. Now, I've got 3 battles today with the most muscular Pokemon team. I mean, if you think there's a Pokemon that's really muscly that wasn't on this team, let me know in the comment section of the video. I mean, you can even put me in there if you want to as well. Now, our first opponent here, this is a battle against Skull. This one is on the White Gold, and I've got my Buzzwole lead. Now, I hope you like the Gigachad Buzzwole thumbnail. It took me ages and ages to just get it just right. So this Buzzwole is pretty cool. It's a Focus Punch set. I've got Focus Punch, funny that, Swagger Double Team, and Substitute. We've got max HP, yep, and max attack. I tried to say health and attack at the same time, and it came out as hack. Wow, there you go. And I've got I'm going to keep going with this narration, sorry. I've got Bright Powder as the item. Of course, I've got Beast Boost as the ability. First Pokemon is going to be the Ferrothorn. Wow, what an amazing start to the narration here. Only on Pinrun Cheryl Pepper. So what I'm going to do, right, I got the rare opportunity to go for a couple of double teams behind the sub. So with the sub and the double teams, hopefully my opponent may miss a couple of times, allowing Buzzwole to get Focus Punch off. Since Focus Punch is my only attacking move, I really need to have double team and substitute as well to be able to get that going. So with the EV spread that I've done on Buzzwole, if I can get a KO, I can get an attack boost too because it's got a rather large attack stat. Ferrothorn's going to be swapping out here. I actually went for Focus Punch this turn, and in comes Pelipper. Now, Pelipper, being flying type, is going to be able to resist that, and I know what they're going to try and do here with Drizzle. So, tightening my focus there, and we're going to punch this Pelican right in the beak, I believe. Let me see right here. Right in the beak. Man, that must have hurt. So anyway, Pelipper is going to be able to outspeed me here, and it's going to be able to use the Hurricane in the rain. Now, Hurricane obviously is going to bypass all that scummy double teams, and it's going to break my substitute. But before it did land that Hurricane on me, I did tighten my focus, and Focus Punch is going to connect this turn, and that is going to be enough to take out the Pelipper, giving Buzzwole a nice little KO there, which is beautiful. I must say, using Focus Punch looks very, very cool. So that's one Pokemon down. Now, Ferrothorn, I know that I can take out. All I've got to do is go for sub. I doubt that it's going to be able to break my sub. And let's go like something really powerful, but even so, it's not even a speedy set, so I'm trying to think of something that would do that. So I don't think they're going to bring that back in at this stage. So next Pokemon is going to be Calyrex. I went for a Dynamax here because there's no way. I was thinking maybe I could go Swagger, but that'd be really, really risky, because if I give that thing +2 an attack and then it one-shots me in the next turn, that means it's going to have +3 in attack, and I'm not sure if I can get around that. So anyway, we're going to go Dynamax Buzzwole here. I can go for the Max Knuckle with this set. However, before I went for the Max Knuckle, we've got a double Dynamax here. So Dynamax Calyrex. Now, this thing was already bulky outside that, so I'm thinking with +1 in attack, I'm hoping that I can do around a third plus of its health. something like that. But depending on what move it's going to have as well, is depending on what I'm going to be doing. I do have the ability to go max guard too, but I want to be getting my attack boost up here as much as I can. So I go for that big max knuckle there, and wow, that did like nothing. So like a third of its health around there. Now it's going to be going for a max mind storm, and this is going to be doing a lot of damage to Buzzwole, a lot more damage than I'm doing to it. So I'm going to be fainting the next turn here. Like there's no way I can take the Shadow Rider, the Ice Rider out in next max knuckle. So I'm going to go for a max guard here, and I'm thinking, what can I do? Oh, okay, I've delayed one turn. That's great. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go for a double max guard and risk it, and it worked. I was like, yes, this is awesome. So that means, right, I denied them of another max Mindstorm, like Galaxy Brain stuff there, and now they won't have their little Desperation Dynamax, so they won't. My game just like nearly froze there because 2 Dynamax Pokemon had to come out of Dynamax. Did you see that? Anyway, so now they're going to have to roll them dice there with my 3 double teams up. So I'm going to go for a double team. I was almost like a ballerina then. Zen Headbutt is missed. Thank goodness. And now I'm going to give old Calyrex a fair punch in the face, and that is going to be enough to take it out, people. This is pure content. So that's the end of Pelipper, end of the Calyrex. So it's going pretty well so far. And also, I'm going to get another Beast Boost too. This is Adamant Nature and Max Health, if I didn't mention that already. Next Pokemon is going to be Zeraora. This is easy going to be able to outspeed me. Once again, I'm tightening my, and now here comes the Blaze Kick. Blaze Kick has missed, and Buzzwole is going to connect another Focus Punch. Man, that is going to drop Zeraora. So that's 3 Pokemon down. This is unstoppable now, and I got a Salty Rage Queen. The second I took that Zeraora out was a Salty Rage Queen. I mean, that has to get a like there, people. I hope you enjoyed the first battle. Let's get on to the second one. They were fuming after that Focus Punch as well. Okay, my first Pokemon in this battle, this is about against Lychee Berry, and we got an Elgato lead here. Now, I've got my Machamp as the lead. This is the old special Machamp, a little bit of the throwback to the old Pimp Night days. This is a Fire Blast, Focus Mist, Hyper Beam, Focus Energy set with Scope Lens. A lot of the time I like to run the Choice Spec set, but this one also works as well. Gives you a chance to use, all of your moves and get 100% crit. So, fortunately for me, the Aselga's going to go for a Encore. So it's going to Encore me into using Focus Energy. I don't really want to swap out because I've got Fire Blast. I mean, what exactly is a Selgo going to be able to do to a Machamp? Like, I've got max health and max special attack, so it's pretty bulky. So, I guess they're going to use this time to set up spikes on my T, which is a bit annoying, but it's fine. I'm not really too worried. So now I can go for a nice Fire Blast, and on the turn I went for Fire Blast. A Final Gamut occurred, and Machamp lived on 16 health. Sorry, getting mixed up there. And my Fire Blast is not going to hit anything. So that was pretty salty. So the next Pokemon to come in is going to be a Volcarona. Now, this is a scary Pokemon, and it's going to have Gust. I can tell you what, right now, there is no way I'm losing to a Quiver Dance, Gust, I don't know, whatever weak move this Volcarona has. I'm not losing to a Gust Volcarona. It's not happening. So next Pokemon is going to be Incineroar. This is a mix set. I've got Blast Burn, Scorching Sands, and was the other one? Yeah, I had Leech Life and Lash Out as well. So a bit of a mix set. Max Attack and Max Special Attack, and I ran that as Quiet Nature. Starfree as the item, and the ability is going to be Blaze. So we got a Quiver Dancing Volcarona there. I'm about to be swept by Gus. I'm actually kind of worried here because, if I get, beaten by Gus, I'm never going to be able to live this one down. So Volcarona's got, a lot of actual speed boost and special attack boost there. I'm just going to be going for a Lash Out here against Volcarona. And it's definitely a bulky set, It's definitely got some bulk to it. So instead of going for Gus, it's a Struggle Bug set. Oh, so I believe it was a Swarm. It would have been a Swarm range there. A Swarm Struggle Bug set. So that did a lot of damage to my Incineroar there. I'm just going to go for a Lash Out. I did get a speed boost from Starfree, which might make up for Quiet Nature. And, Volcarona is going to be fainting this. That's 2 Pokemon down. I mean, the Selga took itself out, but, it's still fainted, right? Next Pokemon is going to be Druddigon. This Pokemon was a pain in the bum, I can tell you that. So, going for the Leech Life on Druddigon, I was like, okay, I'm going to try and get some health back here. I got a crit, which is pretty handy, and I got some health back. So that was pretty cool. Unfortunately for me, this is going to be a rough skin Druddigon, and it's also going to have Rocky Helmet. So it's a little bit of a double whammy there. So instead of attacking me, the Druddigon is going to go for a rest. I'm like, oh no, this is going to be a troll set, isn't it? So I've already seen the start of the battle where there was spikes set up from a Selgo. So, you know, I've got kind of a bad feeling about this. So I just went for the Lash Out again. I mean, there's no real point here keeping the Incineroar, like swapping it out because I'm going to faint to the spike. So I'm just going to KO myself and get as much damage as I can there. So that's all good. And now we got the Druddigon going for a Sleep Talk here. So it's got the Rest and Sleep Talk combination. And it is going to be going for a Roar. So I was like, damn, I can't bring my Buzzwole in here and go for Focus Punch. I might be able to, but maybe not yet. So I'm going to Throw here. Now, Throw's got them, man, look at them sausage fingers. So I've got all punching moves here. So I've got Ice Punch, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, and Power Up Punch. Max Attack and Max Health. Assault Vest is the item. This thing is thick. Like, this puts the T in thick, you know, and the 3 Cs. So now we got a Dragon Tail. It's a Sleep Talk Dragon Tail set as well. So Throw is going to get thrown out of the matchup, and in comes my Buzzwole. So, okay, I know this is perfect. The chance of them using Roar against this is going to be slim to none. I think they're going to go for Dragon Tail, so let's go ahead and go for a Substitute. I can then go for the Focus Punch. This is perfect, right? So Druddigon's going to wake up, and they went for a Roar instead of Dragon Tail. Are you serious right now? So Buzzwole's going to get thrown out of the battle, and in comes old Potato Nose. Now, Conqueror is a special set. This is a round throat spray. I think I've run this in the past before. It has very, very limited special moves. And I'm going to be going for Focus Miss here. So I don't have any, I've got max special attack. That's about it. And I don't have any like boosts up for round or anything. So it did really, really good damage. So I was actually very happy about that. Unfortunately, I had a couple of misses. And the Druddigon had some misses as well. Like we were both missing. And now it's going to be going for Rest and getting all of its health back. I sort of wish I went for round there instead of Focus Miss. But I have a feeling that round probably wouldn't have fainted Druddigon from that range. This is a Sheer Force set. We got Hyper Beam, Grass Knot, Focus Miss, and Round Throat Spray as the item. A max health, max special attack. So I deliberately built this team as bulky because obviously of the theme team, right? So now Druddigon is going to go for the Sleep Talk here, and they're going to get Sleep Talk Dragon Tail, and they're going to phase out my Conqueror. I've actually done a sweep like this before. It was a Mega Garchomp sweep. If you haven't seen it before, if you want a free Pip Night heart in your comment and a reply, if you get in early, you know, it's right there in the sweep playlist there, the Mega Garchomp sweep. I did a sweep exactly like this. It was like a max speed, max health set, and I'd go for that Sleep Talk, so then I wouldn't go for a negative priority move. I'd be going for Sleep Talk, and Dragon Tail would be going first, and Roar, and those sort of things. It's pretty cool. Check it out if you want. I'll give you a free heart. How's that? So we're going to go to Sawk here. I've got a sore calf muscle, and I actually do after yesterday's cardio workout. It just sort of worked in with the Sawk here, and puns and stuff like that. So I've got this King's Rock Sawk set. I had to go for a Desperation Dynamax here, because Druddigon was like absolutely destroying my team here with its Roar and Dragon Tail. Now this Sawk is a dual chop, double kick, bulk up, fling King's Rock set. Inner Focus as the ability, max attack and max speed, Jolly Nature. So we're gonna go for the max Whirlwind here off the dual chop, and that is gonna end the Druddigon finally. That thing was like a massive pain, with the combination there, just, you know, spikes and things like that. I would hate to have like Stealth Rocks on the field too. It would have been doing even more damage. So we got the next Pokemon being a Scavalier. Now, if you see any teams at all, people, of course, let me know in the comment section of the video. And we've got a very, very bulky Pokemon. Now, all I can think of here is, well, I've got Throw with Fire Punch, you know, that's going to be my best attacking move against a Scavalier, you know, being its 4 times weakness. But, you know, I had Sawk out. I was like, you know, let's go for Max Knuckle. I'll try and get some damage. It's best damage that I can against it. And that was pretty good. I was pretty happy with that damage there. As Scavalier's got a lot of bulk to it, and it's got a lot of attack. A very, very, in my opinion, an extremely good Pokemon, and very, very underrated. So here comes, I'm guessing, maybe Iron Head or something like that. It's a physical steel type move, regardless there. Or maybe a special one. I wasn't really sure. It seemed to not do as much damage, so I was more thinking might be a special set. So I'm going to go for a double kick here. I'm out of Dynamax. King's Rock is not going to work here because obviously they can't be flinch. And now the Escavalier is going to go for a Max Ooze here. So that straight away tells me that is a special set, right? Because they're boosting their special attack. I think Sawk probably would have fainted if it was a physical Escavalier set. It's not like super bulky. So that's the end of the Sawk. Now the next Pokemon going to come in is going to be Throw. So Throw, I've got Fire Punch. Like, this is great. I've got Fire Punch. I should be able to outspeed Escavalier. I do. I got the Fire Punch off. You wouldn't read about it. It lived on 1 health, and the merch is available, and I'm going to feint to a Max Steel Spike because it did get a special attack boost there, which sucks. So I don't know how it lived. I guess the defense boost that it got earlier on in the matchup with Sawk sort of saved it, and you know, it's a very, very bulky Pokemon, so that just wasn't quite enough. Next Pokemon's going to be Conquerus. I don't have a Throat Spray, but I am going to disrespect this round because I feel it's appropriate after that Fire Punch. You know, that Fire Punch live was mean. So screaming there at Escavalier, I guess it's a sound-based move, and Escavalier is going to be fainting, which is good. So I've got 2 more Pokemon to deal with here. Now, the next Pokemon is Bouffalant there. I've got Focus Blast. This is going to be good. Bouffalant's going to go for a workout. I don't know what this is going to be, physical or special. Like, who knows? I do know one thing, though. I've got to get a Focus Miss to land, and it didn't even miss. It actually landed this time. I was really, really happy about that. And Bouffalant is going to get one-shotted. So its name's not Bouffalant. It's Bouffalant for oof. Anyway, so Bouffalant's going to faint there. One more Pokeball left is going to be Vanilluxe. So Vanilluxe is like, wait a second. This could be good. I do have my, I've got my Buzzwole here. I've got Focus Punch. And unfortunately, my Conqueror is going to outspeed that by Blizzard. I was like, okay, that's fair enough. I was like, I don't know whether I can outspeed this or not. If I don't, I can't really go for Sub. I've got Bright Powder as the item, but, you know, it's 100% accurate in the hail. I'm going to have to pretty much go for a Swagger. So I went for the Swagger. Unfortunately, I'm going to get outsped by Ice Cream, and Buzzwole is going to fight there. And that is the end of the battle, people. Hope you enjoyed the second battle of the Muscular Pokemon team. I think that Vanilluxe had sheer cold as well. I probably would have cried if they'd land. Let's go into the final battle here, our third battle of the Muscular Pokemon team. This is a battle against Skylar, and I believe we do have a theme team here as well. So once again, if you can guess the theme team of my opponents, I'll put it below in the comment section of the video. Now, first Pokemon is going to be Larvitar. Oh, we're on the same, we're actually on the same playing field as well. So we got 2 green shinies there. They're green like pickles, but you know, I hate pickles, and you know, it was yesterday. Thank goodness yesterday was a pickle free stream. So we're going to go for a focus energy here, and I can see that Larvitar's got a Flame Orb, so that straight away tells me that it's Guts, and that's a Guts Earthquake there, and that does a lot of damage. That was very impressive against Machamp. We're going to go for a Focus Miss here with the No Guard. I'm never going to miss, which is good, especially when you're using Focus Miss, and that's the end of Larvitar, but a good amount of damage there, and we all know that, you know, that crit really mattered there. So bye-bye Larvitar. Now, the next Pokemon to come out here against my Machamp is going to be Deadney, so I might be dead here if I do get hit. It's going to be a Play Rough set, and that is going to be enough to take old Machamp out. It's like, okay, this is a threatening Pokemon. As you can probably assume, the Pokemon, it's funny because, like, I guess my entire team was fighting types, you know, with being muscular and stuff. Funny that. So Deadney's going to swap out here, and the next Pokemon to come in here is going to be Stoutland. So it's like, okay, Stoutland's going to have Intimidate. I mean, I can still use Blast Burn here. Even my my attack has been actually dropped. So I went for the Scorching Sands to go for a burn, and it didn't happen. So, and then the Stoutland's going to go for Toxic. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's like a really tanky set. It's not going to be like a real offensive, physical attacking set. So it might be better just to go for Blast Burn here. So I decided to go for the Blast Burn. And, you know, it took it reasonably, like, really, really well. I was like, man, that did, like, nothing. And now I've got, like, a turn of nothingness and getting hit by another move. And then the Stoutland's going to go for Rest. So another Rest Pokemon. And I think sort of, like, I feel like the Rest Sleep Talk is almost like a thing to bring against me, you know, like a Pip Night meme. So we've got a Chesto Resto set this time, and Incineroar is going to be taking some more poison damage. So now Stoutland, I'm going to swap out against it because I know the Blast Burn's going to do nothing, and I went into my Throw here. So Throw's got Mold Breaker, which not going to really matter too much here, and it's going to go for Baby Doll Eyes. So Baby Doll Eyes is going to drop my attack. So it's got Intimidate and Baby Doll Eyes. I'm like, man, that sort of like seals my physical attackers. I've got to swap it out and go into Conkeldurr. At least I can use Focus Miss, right? So the other move I had was Last Resort, so it did have a way of actually doing some damage. So it's going to be able to hit me with 2 Last Resorts before I can even throw a punch, and Focus Blast is actually not going to miss, which is excellent. And I was like, okay, I don't think this is going to take it out, but it'll do good damage. Like, yep, that's solid damage. I'm happy about that. Now we got another last resort on the Stoutland. That is the end of Conkeldurr, which is excellent. I can bring in another Pokemon and, and fake this Stoutland, which is going to be good. So I'm going to bring in my Sawk, considering it's a faster Pokemon. I don't want to allow this to, get another attacking move off or heal. So I went for the double kick, and that is the end of Stoutland, which is excellent. Now, this is a question as well. The move Dual Chop on Sawk right now, I've got this on Sawk, and it's a Dragon-type move. I always found it funny that Dual Chop was a Dragon-type move. I guess this is the only thing people are coming up with as to why it was a Dragon-type move, was because of, Haxorus, right? Dual Chop and Axu, that sort of thing. I guess that was the only reason, right? Is there any other reason you can think of that it's not a fighting type move instead of Dragon? Anyway, we got a Poison Point Roserade here, and I'm going to quickly swap into my Throw here. So Throw's pretty bulky. I've got Assault Vest. I should be able to take this hits very nicely. That was a Poison Point Venoshock set, so that would have been nasty if I got hit by that. Now the Roserade is going to go for Endure. So I see what they're going to do. They're going to be able to maybe have another roll of Poison Point working. I went for the Ice Punch here in hopes of just to take it out, or in that case with the Endure, I hope for a Freak Sack. It didn't happen, and now a Sally Berry is going to be activated, and a Magical Leaf on top of that as well. When I first seen Magical Leaf, I thought it was going to be like a Technician set, but it wasn't. So I went for a Power-Up Punch there, boosting Throw's attack, which is going to be very nice, and that's the end of the Roserade. Now, the next Pokemon to come out is going to be the Deadney. Now, this Pokemon was quite threatening earlier on. I was like, I wonder how well I can take this. So here comes the Play Rough. I only just lived that very, very narrowly, and that's going to drop my attack. I'm like, man, that really sucks. So I actually lost my Power-Up Punch boost there. Play Rough actually misses and allows Throw to get a second Fire Punch off, taking out the Deadney. It's strange how RNG goes, like really bad luck and then really great luck. It's crazy. That was insane luck there. Next Pokemon is going to be Clefairy. I'm like, what is this going to do? So go for Ice Punch, go for a Scummy Freeze Axe. It didn't happen. However, Clefairy's going to go for a Psychic and take out the Throw. I'm not being beaten by a Psychic Clefairy. That's not happening. So I've got Incineroar and I've got Sawk left. I was like, you know what? Let's go with the Sawk. I can at least outspeed it. I can at least do something like that. The Clefairy's going to go for Protect there. So that's going to do a little bit of extra damage to Sawk with the Toxic that I was already having before there. I went for Fling to fling the King's Rock. I was going to fling the King's Rock and then go for double kick. Not double team. I'm thinking of the first battle. So I went for a double kick there, and that was enough to take out the little Clefairy, which is excellent there. Now, there's only one more Pokemon left, and this last Pokemon is going to be Inteleon. So Inteleon is has a decent amount of speed there. It's a good special attacker. I don't know whether it's going to be, though. It could be special or physical. I've got no idea. So now we got Snipe Shot. I was like, yep, that's my question answered, and this is bad because Incineroar is going to be, is definitely weak to that, and I've got Buzzwole left as well. But for me to get that Focus Punch going, I'm going to need a miss or something. I don't really know what I can do here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap Buzzwole. I'm going to quickly swap it out and try and bait the Dynamax or G-Max. I'm assuming it's going to be G-Max. So I went to Incineroar because it's completely useless, and a Snipe Shot outside of Dynamax is going to bait me, let alone a G-Max one. So at least that'll use up one turn of the G-Max, and then I can probably swap in my Buzzwole. I think I can swap my Buzzwole in and maybe go for maybe Max Guard or go for a Max Knuckle. I don't think I'm going to be able to one-shot and tell him with a Max Knuckle, though. I'm probably going to need at least one more attack. So here comes the G-Max Hydro Snipe there. Target acquired. And Incineroar is going to be fainting. That basically took out Incineroar's entire family tree. So the next Pokemon to come in is going to be my Buzzwole. And now I can go for my Dynamax here. But I must say, out of all the Pokemon, I say Buzzwole is the most muscular Pokemon. What do you think? It's going to be a tie out of that in Machamp, right? Machoke's pretty, Machoke is another one I could have used as well. But, Machamp's got 6 arms and a flexing instead of 2. So here we go. We got Dynamax Buzzwole. I really thought about this for a while, whether I should go for Max Guard or Max Knuckle. I wasn't really sure, but I was like, in the end, let's go for Max Guard. Let's stall another turn of this out. I don't know whether this has, say this has Scope Lens as an item. I don't know if it does, but if it doesn't, that means that Snipe Shot isn't 100% chance of critting. So the G-Max Hydro type does a lot of damage to Buzzwole there. I went for Max Knuckle, so that's my that's their last turn of Dynamax, and I've got one more turn after this. So at least I'd be facing the attacking move in Dynamax with more help. So that's the end of Inteleon's Dynamax, G-Max, which is very good. It's going to go for a snipe shot, and unfortunately for Buzzwole, it's going to crit me. Now, apparently it wasn't a scope lens set. It was just, the chance of getting a crit there. I think I would have lit that if it wasn't a crit, but it would have been really, really close. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed all the muscular Pokemon battles today. I'll catch you tomorrow for another video. Peace out.